so what we did with this is the kids learned how a house is actually framed up, learning where all the parts are, how everything goes together properly. We started with a mocked up foundation, the footing, the foundation wall, and I taught them about the sill plate. Then on top of that we put the floor. We ran the floor joists where we can see everything's supposed to be laid out 16 inches on center. Then on top of that, we put our flooring down. It's usually 3/4 inch plywood. It's always staggered. I made sure they understood that the plywood's always going to be staggered. And then what we did is we actually drew these walls on CAD, using CAD, and then they framed up each of the walls so that they have everything in place. They have the windows, they have each part of the window with the header, the cripples, the sill, the doors. They did the same thing with the headers, the jack studs, and then they did the roof. Basically what we did is I taught them about the rafters, how rafters are cut, lengths, and just all the different parts of the rafter. And then we went from this to the large house. Today we're going to be framing up windows, and we're going to be putting windows in the house. And we're also going to have a couple of kids running electrical wires through the house and putting a couple outlets in. Well, what we did is from the beginning we started building smaller houses. Taught the kids just the parts of the house, how the house would actually be framed up. I'll show you those inside. And then what we did was we came outside and we started digging for a foundation. Then we began framing up the floors with floor joists. I taught the kids how to frame up walls, put in windows, put in doors. We framed up roofs, rafters. We ran ridge board across. I taught them about the gables, sheathing the house, and then we went on to roofing. We did put shingles on the roof. We put the ridge cap up there, and then basically the math teacher is going to be coming in. I collaborate with the math teacher. He was an electrician for 15 years, so he's helping the kids with some electrical work. We're just doing basic electrical work this year, and then the second year the kids will be doing finishing work. They will be doing siding on the house. They will be doing insulation. They will be doing a lot more electrical work, getting more in depth in electrical work. They'll be putting up sheetrock. I'm going to teach them how to tape the sheetrock, sand the sheetrock down, and we may get into some plumbing also. The hope at the end of the 2 years they'll have enough knowledge to go out there and build the houses and hopefully have a good career. And I also do curriculum. I teach them CAD. It's computer-aided drafting. It allows them to learn how a house is designed with the walls, the roofs, the floors. And we also use another program called Revit, and it's an architectural program which allows the kids to design the house in a more 3D model to give them a better understanding of how a house was designed. I would like to connect with the community, and maybe if they want to email me or contact me at school, if they want something built in the community, I would like to collaborate with them. Maybe smaller buildings, just so the kids can get out in the community, help the community, and they can also learn how to put up smaller houses, maybe sheds, anything that maybe a library would want, or anyone around.